The Steve Dangle Podcast with your hosts, Steve Dangle, Adam Wilde, and Jesse Blake.
Let's go!
First off, bring it, haters, because you're about to hate some more. Based on this TikTok that Jesse wants to play, it's just me from yesterday saying
thought it was
what
just
is
awful
true.
yesterday.
I'm saying the truth. Speaker of truth, Adam Truther. It's me.
Are you an Apple truther?
No, maybe I am. Jesse, go ahead and play it.
The confidence in this guy.
It's the truth.
All right. So Adam said this yesterday on the Steve Dangle podcast.
Austin Matthews is scoring at an unbelievable pace, and he doesn't need to pass. Why are we so obsessed with assists in this game? No other sport gives a shit. Like soccer, when you see somebody kick a goal, you know what they show you in brackets next to the goal? How far away from the goal he was when he scored it. In basketball, is anybody...
Wait.
Yeah.
Did everybody hear what Adam Wilde just said?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they do.
One more time.
Yeah, they do. Are we so obsessed with assists in this game?
Wait.
No other sport gives
Have you
a
never
shit.
seen this?
Like soccer, when you see somebody kick a goal, you know what they show you in brackets next to the goal? How far away from the goal he was when he's... Yeah.
Wait.
Adam, that's the time.
Oh, is it the time?
Adam,
well,
that's
shit.
the time.
I was like, man, 71 feet, that's far.
Wait, that's the time the goal was scored.
See, again, though, it supports my point, which no one cares about assists. It's such a Canadian
That's
thing.
not how many feet away they scored the goal.
You know what?
This is on our TikTok?
Adam said it yesterday on the show, and neither of us just realized what he said.
Neither of us caught it?
And he went and he said this, and now it's on the internet.
Oh,
Man,
no.
Whatever embarrassing shit can I say on
You
TikTok?
started the show being like, here's the truth.
The truth.
Here are some facts.
The truth.
Deliver something that
Here's
is
the truth.
objectively a lie and doesn't happen.
That's
You
right.
know what? You want to know what a bunch of ill-meaning psychopaths we have who work here? It was just published.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna be-
fantastic.
It's gonna be a good day online, kids.
Just watch your mentions.
You better repost that. I want that to get as many people
Here,
as possible.
I was going to comment, oh, Adam, no, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tag you so that people can harass you. There we go.
I'm still right about assists, though.
I'm going to send the bar.
I am still right. That's a Canadian thing where it's like, well, who helped him? Who helped him get there? You know, it is. What?
It's the time, Adam.
Okay, well that you're
How
right
did
about.
I miss that?
I don't know. Both of you missed.
How
it.
did a room
So
full of
I
people-
don't actually feel that bad because
There's-
there's 3 other people in here and nobody said
I
anything.
think you were just ranting, and we just let you cook.
Yeah.
And we're just like, okay, he's playing iso ball, move out of the way. And you
Man.
just went off. And
I'm like Ben Simmons
Oh,
playing
no.
iso ball though, like just not good, just not good. That wasn't good. But you know what? I have said this for years, and I mean it. Maybe that wasn't the best example of it, but I do mean it. Goals matter more than assists. They do. They fucking do.
I'm sending this to my brother-in-law. Right now.
Oh, I hope he gets. Is it Liam or the other one?
Liam.
Okay.
The one who played semi-pro soccer.
Yeah. We message back and forth from time to time. He's a good guy.
what's
He's gonna hate me after this.
What's the little number after they score?
It's the fucking where they scored it from, Jesse. Okay.
Adam, what did you think then when it said like 90 plus 3?
I you know what? Honestly, I
It
didn't
was
really
90 plus
pay
3.
much attention.
What does the plus 3 mean then?
90 feet plus 3?
Yeah,
3 inches.
3 inches, 90 and 3 inches. There you go. That's all you need, really. It's just that extra 3 inches.
Adam.
Yeah.
No. Oh my God.
I think you're in trouble, Steve.
Honestly, there's 3 of us.
Why am I
Yeah,
in trouble?
because you guys didn't stop me.
Neither of us. We
Good
let
friends stop friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Jesse, for taking responsibility where Steve won't.
We do bear some responsibility. Of
Yeah.
What if yesterday was rock bottom and this is the intervention?
No.
What if we're doing exactly
Can't
what
be
we
doing
should?
that. Can't be
Wow.
doing that. Still, the point is, Austin Matthews scoring at the rate he is scoring at is very special and
No.
more special than your dumb
No,
assists.
Adam.
What do you mean, no?
Your soccer take
Fuck
was,
off with your no.
Your soccer take was so wrong that it invalidates all attached points.
That's not possible.
Yes, it does.
No, it's not
You could
possible.
have said the sky was blue and we'd have a green ass sky from now on. That's how wrong that was. Oh my God.
Well, anyway, go Austin Matthews, go goals. Go goals. Anyway, what else? What do we want to go with today? Because I know we're doing an all-star draft, a mock draft, and we're including producer Drew in this just to piss people off, which I think is great.
We got to talk about Sens Preds.
Yeah, we
Everything
do.
that happened in there.
It's funny. The scorer had a write-up before the game, and I feel bad for the writer because I would have said the same thing. But the headline of the article online was, "Don't expect many sparks from the Preds Sens tonight." And
Yeah, it's because he doesn't have a contract with them, idiot.
yeah, and, Gary Sparks. Yeah, but you know what? It turned out to be kind of a game. And a heck of a comeback.
Controversy. There's comebacks. There's good storylines.
Which is
Chuck after the game, his comments to the media was like, "We got to show everybody who we are. This is our time."
no, he's already shown everybody who he is. He's fine. He's got nothing to prove as far as I'm concerned. It's the rest of the team that needs to 3-0 after one period, and you're thinking, okay, this might be okay. It might be okay to miss this game.
This is coming off of a 7-2 loss to the Rangers.
This is the Senators, right?
The Senators. So you lose 7-2, and then you go into the first period, you're down 3-0.
You've allowed 10
life's
goals
over.
in 4 periods.
Yeah.
There was I
That's
don't
rough.
remember if it was TSN or Sportsnet. I watched the highlight pack for that game for the Rangers one. And I was like, man, whoever edited this really tricked me into thinking this was a close game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it was compelling and just back and forth and back and forth. And then you start to notice, the Rangers have scored like 4 straight. And then,
These are all Rangers highlights.
these are all Rangers highlights. And then they won. They won by 5 goals. It was not close.
I think what's crazy about this game is there's the 3-0, and you could see Sens fans groaning. I think it was Ken Campbell that was like, the Sens are showing everybody how young and inexperienced they are, and then retweeted himself later on after the second period and was like, the Sens are showing everybody how dynamic and young and amazing they are.
Yeah, there you go.
And you know what?
Is that not the story of the Sens?
It is, right? It's the tale of 2 cities, only we've got one city more than the other, and that's the shitty one.
You know what? Maybe they should go get Chris Tanev.
Right.
Maybe they should pay futures for a 34-year-old.
Do you think Craig Conroy was like, yes,
Yes.
watching this game?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Batherson, Stützle, and Brady Tkachuk in the second period. And I think it kind of reminds me of the Pierre...
Engvall.
no, the other one.
Trudeau.
No.
Polyev.
More annoying.
That one.
Oh, no, McGuire. And that's not fair. I've heard he's a good guy.
Oh.
But remember, there's that...
I thought it was going to be Dorian.
There's the story about how in Hartford they were down 4-0 going into the third period.
Yes.
And he's like, boys, we just need a goal every 5 minutes and we're going to make it happen. And they scored one in the first 5 minutes.
That's
and he's
like
like,
Kiprio's
we're on
story.
the way, boys.
Yeah. No, we're ahead of schedule.
Yeah, we're ahead of schedule. And so Drake Batherson scores with 5:21 in, or at 5:21 in. And then Tim Stützle at 9:20. Pierre McGuire will be losing his mind. And then second period, like I said, 17-10, Brady Tkachuk. And Steve, at the end of this period, they took coincidental penalties. And Steve thought,
what the hell happened
listen,
there?
I know my take was bad with the soccer thing, but Steve thought the end of the second meant overtime.
No, I tweeted.
Let me bring it up.
It's such a good tweet.
Screw it. Jesse's bringing
hold
it.
on. Give me a second.
There it is.
There it is.
Just
Steve tweeted, at Steve_Dangle, the third period in Ottawa-Nashville ended 4-on-4, which doesn't mean overtime will start 2-on-2, and that makes me sad. The funny thing about this tweet is that it was the end of the second period.
That's right.
And not the end of the game.
and then can you go to the next tweet where not there. Like
this one just says, Steve, are you currently baked? And Steve says, sup.
No, I said sub.
So did you not think, hey, it's kind of weird that the 7:00 start is ending at 8:50?
Can I answer that for you? I'd love to. No.
Yeah.
I was under the influence of cannabis and didn't realize what period it was.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
was
okay.
embarrassing.
And you know what? It was a tight third period, but nothing happened. And Giroux obviously scoring in overtime. It was a crazy goal.
That was the back and forth on the little one-timer there was beautiful. It was magic.
So let's talk about the embellishment call with Ridley Greig. This is him.
Stützle.
Oh, it was Stütz? Oh, no.
No, it was really Greig.
Oh, I thought the spirit of the nuts.
You're thinking of the Juuse Saros thing.
Oh, yeah, I thought
there
we were doing that
several,
one.
No, there were
you want to
several
do?
controversial.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well,
Okay,
if
yeah.
you want it, if you've got that one queued up, we can
Sure.
start with that.
We
Let's
can
start with
do
that.
either one.
Okay.
Which one of us was high?
So the Ridley Greig one I want to talk about because...
Hold on. We do the Greig one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the reason I want to talk about it is this guy gets speared in the nuts and they're like, hey, man, stop acting so much. And it's funny because you see guys fall down like this all the time in the NHL and they never call an embellishment. And I wondered, why now?
I think it's because the stick was pinned to him somehow, whether his leg was wrapped around it or it was in his equipment.
So they thought he might be like he might have made a mistake and was trying to sell it, or
no, like because they called the what did they call the penalty against? It's a trip. Okay, so he's clearly, I would say that's a spear, more than a trip. Like he's
no, they called it a slashing. Jeremy Lozon slashing,
whatever. He's shanked right in the midsection, and I'm willing to bet that hurt. It's the least protected.
Well,
part of your body.
I wondered instantly if he was one of those lunatics that doesn't wear a cup.
No,
because we've talked about there are NHL players that don't wear them.
Does he kill penalties?
I don't know.
Because that would be.
I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know what in Jacques Martin's new world. I don't know what killing a penalty, like being out there for the penalty kill and actually killing the penalty.
You can't take the ice.
You can't. Well, so Jesse, do you have it right there?
Yeah, I got it here.
Okay, let's bring it up. Look at that. Now you could call that a hook, a slash, whatever. I don't really care as long as you call it. But like,
it's when he goes down.
Yeah. Now you could see. I don't see how the ref.
So the stick is like in his pants,
stuck in between his legs. Yeah.
And I don't know how you call that an embellishment. I don't. Well, I don't care what they make the call as long as they make the call on Lozon. But
are they upset he did a full barrel roll?
I mean, yes, probably. But like we see that all the embellishment is one of the most random calls that the NHL has. First of all, they fine people for embellishment, and it's 2 or 3 players a year. And like you almost never hear about it. It's usually Michael Bunting, and that's it. But like if we called embellishment for every time a player had an infraction against them and they took the player's stick with them, almost every hook would be 4-on-4.
I mean, if that's an embellishment, so is John Tavares snapping his stick.
Like, yeah. Well, that was the argument that Elliot Friedman and Jeff Merrick had yesterday on 32 Thoughts, and it was pretty compelling, I gotta say. But like, I understand not loving the barrel roll, but one of the responses I saw from Sens fans was, "All right, well, you get speared in the nuts."
Yeah.
What's amazing to me is there will be a dirty hit, and we'll watch the replay 400,000 times. And someone will be like, "Oh, he meant to do that." Blah, blah, blah. And the but actually guy always comes in and goes, "Yeah, but you can't possibly tell what a player's intent is." And then once a month or so, an NHL official will be like, "I know exactly what happened here," immediately, and call someone for embellishment.
I don't understand what they're trying to accomplish with this call. It's like, okay, so you don't want the guy to get speared in the nuts and roll on the ice, but like there was a penalty in the moment. So like it's not like it's middle of play and he's rolling around. Like they called the slash and the play is stopped and he took a couple extra rolls on the ice and he has a stick between his legs. Nothing seemed like overly egregious.
It can't be both.
I know the answer.
What's the answer?
Because
I'm backing Jesse up here.
NHL officials watch very little of the game.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. They take the ice, they skate around, they have some chats with their friends, their personal friends, but they don't actually watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
They take the ice with their preconceived notions of each and every player out there. And they have a bias against young players. We've seen it. There's this with really Greig, a rookie, Adam Fantilli, who from the moment he said anything about that 10-minute misconduct that he did not deserve, they've had it out for him. Matthew Nyes has gotten several penalties this season for being a person standing in a place.
Matthew Nyes loves hitting, was it circle on the PlayStation? Like the little poke slash?
Yeah.
Like he loves doing that all day long.
He takes penalties as well, but this is a league full of players who take penalties, and the rookies always get the short end of the stick. So, if there's a guy in their 30s and they never do this, and it happens and they do a barrel roll, they wouldn't get this penalty because the ref would be like, "Oh, I know that guy. I've been to dinner with his wife and everything.
If this is Corey Perry,
Yeah.
it's not called.
Yeah, I've, in the off season, I was at the casino with them having a great time. And he signed some sticks for, my nephew, and that was really nice of them. And I know they don't do this sort of thing, but the rookies, they're like, I don't know that guy. He's never even invited me by his home. We've never even gone out and gotten coffee
We've never
together.
even pretend friends.
Yeah, he's not even my close personal friend. So I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I think
That's what happened.
What I don't want to paint with just like a black and white brush here, because I think there is gray area.
Because then they'd look like a ref. Oh,
I do think, though, that most of the time, if the penalty's a penalty, the embellishment shouldn't be called. To me, sometimes the embellishment needs to be called when it's not a penalty and you're trying to sell it.
I disagree with that.
Why?
Because, what are you talking about? You can't embellish something that's actually a penalty, or are you talking about
is it a penalty or is it not a
embellishment?
penalty? If it doesn't really, it shouldn't matter what the player who had the infraction. So if I slash you in the arm and you go, it doesn't matter that you went, it matters that I slashed you in the arm.
No, but Adam, slash me in the arm. That's embellishment.
But who cares?
What?
Yeah,
What?
no.
It's embellishment.
Adam's got a good point in that if it is an infraction, you can't really embellish something that's illegal.
Yeah.
Like
you can.
The act is already illegal. He's not making it in this instance. Greig isn't making this any more illegal than it is. He's not making the stick to the nuts any more dangerous.
Yeah, Jeremy Lozon should have got the penalty.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
So I don't understand what he's embellishing because it's a penalty.
They don't want players selling calls.
Why though?
But
Because
he-
it's hilarious.
He didn't even I don't think he sells it here.
No,
It's an act that happened.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree. See, now you're making me disagree with you, but
Yeah.
no. I agree with that. I just think you can commit a penalty and embellish on the same play. I do.
Right.
But they don't want players selling it at all. And there are some players who do it really well subtly, but then it comes out in the wash and we make a big deal out of it. And we go, Nazem Kadri is really good at this. And Michael Bunting is really good at this. And the refs read about hockey for the first time in 6 months. And they go, well, we can't let that stand.
Right.
And then they never give them a call ever again because it's very easy for them. They go into the game and they go, right, 43 in blue, 58 in blue, never going to get a call.
The way
And it's going to end up like that for 18 on the Sens.
the way I'm looking at this is kind of more how the NBA looks at flopping, in that there'll be fouls that aren't really fouls, but the guy sells something that's not there. That is what
Right.
That's how I look at that.
That's how I interpret embellishment. But I feel like if somebody slashes you, you should make it known that you got slashed so the ref can see it, because the game of hockey is so fast.
So
If you move a little bit more because somebody hit you so that the ref can see it, I don't have a problem with that.
I have 2 points there. One, to your point about flopping. I think embellishment is embellishment. Embellishment is you're hamming up something that happened. Flopping or diving is when you're fabricating it. I think they should be two different calls. Embellishment should be a 2-minute minor. Diving, 5 and a game. You don't disgrace the sport. Don't disgrace the sport.
Who are you?
Oh my God.
Who is
5
this?
and a game.
Crime
Get the
and
fuck
punishment,
out.
Steve.
What? And okay,
10 games
get him.
suspension.
Go on, everyone. Go on, everyone. Defend the divers.
Steve, you
Defend
think-
the divers.
you
Go
think
on.
diving
No, we
is-
need diving in the game,
You
right?
think diving is as bad as hitting to the head?
No, well, I want that to be punished more too.
Oh.
Okay, if not a 5-minute, it should be 2 and a game misconduct. Someone serves
bad.
the 2 and you're gone. No, don't dive. Don't dive. And the second point that I wanted to make, as a casual basketball fan, Joel Embiid is one of the most disgraceful athletes on the face of the planet right now. Every highlight I watch of him is more embarrassing than the
Well,
last.
he also doesn't like to play competitive teams. So if he sits out 6 more games this year, he's not eligible for the MVP.
I took Leo skating the other day and he fell down less.
Yeah.
You're one of the biggest professional athletes I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yep.
You're a disgrace.
And watch, he'll just just destroy in the playoffs.
You should go back to talking about how guys should get 5 in a game for diving.
It's great.
No, you know what?
Yes.
No, I'm on Jesse's side. We need diving in the game.
No, I think there's a
And head hits,
graph
too.
here, which is I think if there's a legitimate penalty on the play,
Yeah.
I don't think you need to call an embellishment call.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're trying to sell something that didn't happen, then there's room for
And there's a
embellishment
penalty. Then that's a 2 because that's you're diving. I think there should be a call for diving. I don't think embellishment should be a call. What the hell?
I think
is
we
that?
should call it the Tim Stützle memorial, not in memory of Tim Stützle honorary 2 minutes.
You can remember someone who's still there.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, can you have a memorial? For
Yeah,
somebody
give it
who's
to him.
there? Okay,
I don't
fine.
a memorial.
Yeah, it sounds dark.
Don't
I think
forget the guy who's
honorary.
It's
Tim Stützle
honorary. Memorials
honorary.
when someone's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Tim
honorary.
Stützle honorary 2 minutes. That's
There
what they
you
have to
go.
call it.
Yeah.
TSHTM. There
You got to call diving. Like diving.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway,
But-
I feel
So
bad.
that's funny. You're hardcore against diving, but selling an actual call, you're on par with.
I'm like, okay. Like because I understand that you have to make it known to the refs that an infraction occurred. So if somebody knocks a stick out of your hands and you kind of drop it and you raise your hand,
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
No, you got to
You know?
serve it to them on a platter because they don't watch.
Like,
They don't watch.
honestly,
They don't. No. Maybe Jesse might be turning.
like
me.
if
Refs don't watch.
If it's game 7 of the first round and there's a pick play and they never call pick plays, I'm gonna make it known that I got picked. So a ref is like, you know what? I never call pick plays 82 times a year, but this one game I'm gonna call it and take away a goal.
Well, dude,
that's the game.
every player does the head flick.
Yeah.
If they get the
Call it.
slightest little.
Like if embellishment is a rule, then call that.
Mm.
You know what? Maybe we should just give them less responsibilities.
It's like fucking icing. Nobody has ever adhered to the rules of icing. You are supposed to get to center ice before you can dump the puck to the other end, but it's a casual rule.
It's so commonplace that we don't make a big deal out of it, but icing is the most randomly called thing in the entire sport.
It is. How? Okay, so
It's a judgment call.
when they're it is. So question for you. The for the icing to be negated, and this is where it always gets so hard to explain hockey to people. You have to beat the opponent to the hash marks.
No. It is who has the better opportunity to get the puck once you are at the face-off circle. It is not who is ahead. That is very clear to the rule.
You guys are going too far ahead of me because you guys are talking about the race to the puck.
No, I was talking. Adam brought up the race to the puck. I was talking about the red line.
Oh,
And-
What
red line
percent
thing.
of the time do they make the red line before dumping it?
that's what I'm
less
talking
than
about.
half.
Yeah.
100% it's less
That's
than half.
interesting.
They count it as if your stick goes over the red line, like you're in the clear.
Yeah, but you
Which
just,
I think
like,
is,
all
that's
you
the
got to
same
do
for
is
offside.
follow
though.
through.
So judgment.
You gotta
In-
follow
in
through over the red
every
line.
instance. It's a judgment call.
Yeah,
It's
Well,
ridiculous.
and, they look up from their phone and they didn't see the actual clearing attempt. Oh, okay, the follow through is over the red line, and
Yeah.
we'll just get back to it. And the other guy's got the down the ice call. I don't got to worry about that.
Well,
I gotta
I
send
think-
this fire fucking tweet. There we go. I'll just send this fire fucking tweet.
for my
That's a
burner
dive.
for my burner account.
That's a dive.
Get a
I'm gonna
new
call it
slant.
dive.
That's why I'm in favor for like offside rules. Like if we're so casual about the red line, offsides, if we're doing replays on offsides, it's got to be for only things that are egregious and they'll take away goals in like the playoffs. It should be like eye in the sky. That's a crazy offside. We'll bring that one back because he's 10 feet off. That's the reason why they put in the rule because of the avalanche, So only those calls should be the ones called back. But if we're talking about millimeters on the ice and skates, like if you can't see it in real time, then why are we taking it back? I don't know.
What would
we've
you
gone
do with the time
so far.
machine? Like, I'd go back in time and stop Hitler. I'd go back in time and stop that guy from eating a bat. I'd go back in time and stop Matt Duchene from going offside and ruining over half a decade of the sport.
I think if it's those calls, that's what you use replay for. It shouldn't be like a challengeable thing.
Yeah.
It should be like, hey, if Matt Duchene is 10 feet offside, let's just bring it back here. eye in the sky ref just calls it, not coaches challenge millimeters off for offsides. It's a fluid game. We don't talk about that enough. That hockey isn't like football is static. You set up, you have a play, you keep going. Basketball is more fluid in the sense of hockey too, but there's so much stop and start with basketball as well. Hockey is just fluid the entire way.
So let's ask this because I've been very unfair to refs this show. Is a referee's job impossible?
Yes, of course. Yes.
So should we take steps with the technology that
Let's
we
not
have?
go down that road.
Because we live in the future.
I've already told you that. I've already said that. We don't need linesmen. We know that. We don't need them.
That wasn't what I was getting at.
Who drops the puck?
The ref. There's two of them.
He can't do that.
Oh, he couldn't possibly.
He didn't go
He
to
couldn't possibly drop a puck as gently and beautifully, or he couldn't fake out a player as quickly.
Linesmen are trained to drop pucks.
Yeah, that's
Refs
right.
aren't.
I can't imagine what we do without him.
But Adam, if they go from 4 guys down to 2, it'll be harder for one of them to hold a player while the other beats the shit out of them.
That's a good point.
It'll be harder.
I think it's like in tennis, like the little guy sitting on the chair who clearly has
The umpire?
Yeah, who's like
The little guy? What is he little? What the
well,
fuck?
we know he's called an umpire. I know that's his name, but he's like a little person sitting on a chair, just like sitting there.
Adam, he only looks little
They're not
because he's
tall. None
sitting
of them are
down.
tall.
Right.
They're all short. All of them.
No, they're not.
No, they're not tall.
There's Adam. They're not. So what you're saying is they could save money on chairs if they just hired someone who's tall.
If they got someone taller, because here's the
Adam.
thing: when they sit from that angle, and they look at guys, listen to the fucking
Drew, is this a good show?
I don't know why you're fixated on umpires' height.
because they're sitting on that chair and they're like this, and they're like, yeah, I can see the ball 20 feet over there, and the reality was that they couldn't. So what did they do? They put in computers,
Adam, I'm so.
and then the ump calls it, and then the computer goes, actually, you were wrong. So we're gonna go with the computer.
Is
there a point to that person
I'm going to
anymore?
tell you, just before we get into a soccer instance, there are lines judges in tennis that make
I know
calls on
that.
the lines.
I know that. And guess what?
The
if they
umpire
were so good, did they need to put the computers in, Jesse?
The umpire isn't calling it from up there.
Yeah. And again, I say, if they were so good,
Yeah, no.
why do we need the computers?
The tennis got to the point where they could get it perfect. They have the technology where it's perfect.
And hockey does too.
It's awesome.
Have you ever
I don't
noticed that the first point in tennis is always 15 miles an hour, and the second is always 30, and the third is always 45?
Isn't it 40? Isn't it 15,
Well,
30,
I don't know.
40?
Who gives a shit?
45.
Is it 45?
No, ruin the bit.
40. What am I talking
Yeah,
about?
50,
40.
30, 40. At least I know that.
40.
At least I know that. Yeah. Anyway, I for me personally, I'm like, man, this could be so simple, and the icing thing is it's just such a terribly boring call. I understand why they don't make it.
I would love to have the puck tracking, because they've reached out to us before. The puck tracking company that has the little.
yeah, we have them on.
Remember, Steve didn't believe that there were 6 little dots on the
Yeah.
puck that do the tracking for like the NHL Edge and all the stuff. And every player wears a little chip in the back of their jersey, and they have all this tracking with cameras and all that stuff. I would love to talk to them. Just ask them the simple question: is the technology there to do line judgment calls? If you were able to put a strip inside of the goal line, inside of the blue line, inside of the red line, do you have the technology to do 1-for-1 tracking of that line and the puck?
Let's have them on.
to know.
Let's just have them on.
I'd love to know.
Let's do that. The Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup is back for its 8th season, empowering Canadian minor hockey teams to make a meaningful impact on their communities by doing as many good deeds as possible to fill the cup. Jesse, Steve, what are your latest good deeds around the house?
I woke up this morning and there was a water bottle waiting for me to bring it in the car. So I filled up my own water bottle the night before. It was really nice of me.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's nice.
I've,
Jesse?
I've been practicing this for years, but when you have a dish, just put it in the dishwasher the same time you have it, instead of putting it directly into the sink and then later putting it into the dishwasher. I am now a straight into the dishwasher person.
Are you?
So now we don't go from sink to dishwasher.
Is
that is my good deed for the health of the household.
Was that requested by your partner?
No, it's something I consciously said out loud so that I can help the situation because I just used to just throw dishes on the counter.
Now, if you can do better than those two, and I know you can, record your good deeds and post them on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or X using hashtag #GoodDeedsCup and hashtag contest. And remember to tag at Chevrolet Canada and hashtag your team's name. Every eligible good deed you, your family, and your community submits on your behalf, like on behalf of you and your team, will add 1 point to your team's collective score on the Good Deeds Cup leaderboard. There are more points. Sorry, the more points a team collects, the better their chances, obviously. Mm-hmm. And this year's Good Deed Cup winner gets $100,000 for a registered Canadian charity of their team's choice and the title of this year's Chevrolet Good Deeds Cup champion, which is pretty sweet.
Yep.
Good job.
Thank you so much. Visit ChevroletGoodDeedsCup.ca to learn more. Now, what's the other call you want to talk about with this Sens game? Because we devolved. We got off track.
Saros and Juuse.
Saros and Juuse.
And Stützle.
Oh, so we're all not perfect today.
Juuse and
I
Stützle.
see.
I got to defend Adam.
Why?
I sent that TikTok to my brother-in-law, and he didn't hear your mistake.
See? Thank you. Nobody did.
So I had to explain the mistake you made.
And now he's really offended.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
good.
he's really
I hope he is.
Yeah, Stützle was tripped by Juuse Saros' leg, which I can't remember the last time I saw a goalie called for sticking out their leg and tripping a player. And if that was a penalty, then you might as well just throw out every NHL game you've ever played. Because ever since they made it so that you could be a goalie in EASHL, the best thing to do is to dive out of your net with a 2-pad stack and trip the attacking player. It's the best. Our goalie is so good at it.
So I'm trying to figure out here, like, Juuse does need to be in position, right? I mean, that's sort of in position. Stützle beats him.
He's in the blue paint, but his foot is not.
So is that where the penalty is called?
I'm not here to debate what the rule is, because obviously I don't know what it is. But he kicks the puck first, and I feel like that should be allowed. You know what I mean?
Does he?
He definitely kicks the puck.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he kicks the puck first, and then he gets Stützle's leg, and Stützle goes down.
I got it.
Get the other angle.
I got it.
And I don't know. Like, I mean,
Stützle going down is not shocking. But
no, it's super not.
But I do like I feel like you can make an argument on both sides, because from Stützle's point of view, he's interfered with.
This one where Juuse's making the save.
That's the moment of contact with the puck.
The goalie for making a save. Both of his legs, sort of. The toe is outside of the blue area, but his main legs are in the blue.
Which, by the way, if it's an offside or an icing and your one leg's over the line, you're okay.
Oh, yeah.
So Juuse doesn't get that.
This isn't icing at all. That's fair.
So
That's onside.
He's also not offside. Yeah.
I don't know how the rule is written here, but I'm kind of uncomfortable with that being a tripping call.
I agree with you.
Honestly, I'm of the opinion that, have you seen those old Hasek things where he skates out and dives over and the player does like a flip? I don't think they should be called for that either.
What, the Marion Gabbert?
Yeah, they're saving the puck. No, it's way more entertaining.
He almost killed a guy. That's
hockey.
one of the
This is
most
violent.
surreal. That's one of the most surreal clips in the history of hockey.
Steve, don't you get beta on me, all right?
Whoa. Hey.
I just think here, like, I don't know what Stützle is supposed to do. I don't know what Saros is supposed to do. To me, it just seems like that's hockey.
Well, go back to the precedent from earlier in the game. Take them both.
Embellishment.
No, just take them both. Yeah, Saros for tripping and Stützle for embellishment.
It's weird that a goalie gets called for a penalty while he's making a save.
Right.
That's an odd thing to have in the rules.
It just feels like
A save in his crease.
if being out of the blue paint is the only criteria here, then goalies should take several penalties every game.
And he's like, how out of the blue paint is he?
You know what? Goalie interference is a thing. We need to make attacking player interference. You're not allowed to touch an attacking player.
But the goalie isn't allowed.
That little push
What is it, Drew?
thing that goalies do.
What is it, Drew?
Was it even called a save, though? To me, that's not a save. He's just shoving his leg out to trip him on purpose.
That's
The puck hits
no,
him.
but that's most saves though.
He kicks the puck away.
I know, but
first.
that's because Stützle's trying to dangle him. I don't think it's a save.
He touches the puck first.
Saves
I
the puck.
understand, but
So
that's
he's
a
gotta
penalty.
sit there and
No, but
wait.
that's literally the definition of a save.
If he's a defenseman, though, that's a penalty. Even if you hit the puck, it's still a trip.
So if he's in the act of shooting it, this would be fine.
Yes.
But because he's stick handling, it's
Yes.
not.
Yeah, but I would argue that goalies, like their position, the equivalent of shooting the puck, is kick saves and
Every
and
poke
using your,
check
like
is slashing. Every poke check is slashing.
like I think this is
5 in a game.
a goalie move. Like, do we not classify this under a goalie making a pad save?
If that's a stick, though, it's a penalty, is it not?
No.
If it's a save, it's not.
No,
It
I'm saying
can't
if
go.
that's the goalie stick with a poke check and he trips him with the poke, it's still a penalty.
if
Not if he gets the puck.
If he gets
Yeah,
the
it's
puck
still a
first,
penalty.
it's not.
It's still a penalty. They got rid of that rule. Puck first doesn't matter anymore.
Why?
Then what the
Oh,
fuck is
that's-
the point?
I didn't know they got rid of
so,
that.
so this is what I'm saying. Like, because I don't know exactly what the rule is.
Yeah, let's find out.
I don't have an opinion on the rule because obviously I don't know what it is, but I feel like he should be allowed to do that. He gets the puck.
That's a poke check with your leg to me. It's as if that's a stick.
And what's wrong with that?
It's a penalty. Tripped him.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna bring up the Grubauer one from earlier, and I just want to find the rule.
You know what? You know what always makes me laugh, by the way?
Hmm.
When situations like this arrive, NHL fans, especially ones on Twitter, doesn't matter what fan base it is, they'll be like, they'll jump to the rule book and be like, "You idiots, you didn't know rule 36.2? What a bunch of fucking morons. Why don't you try being a hockey fan?" And I'm like, yo. Okay, you freaking nerd. It's great that you can quote the rule book offhand or whatever, but you didn't know that either until you looked it up. Stop it.
And
Stop
like,
it.
People who
The refs don't even know the rules.
people who cover it and work in it, I mean,
Are
they have
confused by it.
they probably have a better idea than most of us, but even they got to be like, I've read that somewhere. They're like any student, right? I've read that somewhere. Let me check.
Mhm.
Like, do you think after medical school, doctors are just done reading?
I think that they have to continue to update their knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, and they don't just remember everything.
Well, you
no one
can't.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's why, like, it's sort of annoying, but Natalie and I have gigantic amounts of like books. She has like rulings from Toronto City Council going back like because she's got to look up precedents. And sometimes you
she
can look
just
at,
remember that.
well, exactly. It's what you have.
What kind of a lawyer doesn't just remember everything they were ever taught?
A lot of that you can look up online, but again, got to look it up. Like, don't act like when you quote Rule 36.1 that you knew it and everybody else should know it too.
Right.
Stop it. Unless you have like a photographic memory, no thanks. Sorry.
So early in December, the Seattle Kraken were playing the Montreal Canadiens. Philip Grubauer is going out to make a save. He leaves the blue paint area. He's well out of the blue paint. Mike Matheson comes by, nails him in the head, goes right over.
Oh, that's
called goalie interference.
And he's like well out of the net too.
Oh, it's not even close.
Now, Jesse, here's the other problem. The officiating crew is different from night to night and city to city, and also
player to player.
They don't watch the games.
So
And player to player, which is weird because Mike Matheson is like a veteran. They usually don't ding veterans with this.
So if we take this screen grab, pull it back up. If we take this screen grab where Grubauer's out of the net, Matheson trips over him, Grubauer's making the save from this angle. This is called a penalty on the attacking player. If we take the screenshot of Juuse Saros and Tim Stützle, that is called a penalty on the goaltender.
I'd say
Where
at
is
least
the
one of these calls
consistency?
is wrong, right?
Pick one.
Yeah, like one of them is wrong, and you got to pick which one it is.
Do I not have an equivalent kind of screenshot here?
I also wondered if Matheson even had a chance to get out of the way.
Not really.
So
I'm kind of on the side of neither is a penalty.
yeah, I'd be fine with that. Them a no call on this. And the only thing I would say is that Grubauer is attempting to make a save there, or just has made one. And so if you're like, he's covering it up right
So
there,
he
right?
can slide
No.
all the way to the blue line and touch whoever he wants with impunity.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You know,
You're right.
like an EASHL goalie.
Yeah.
So the puck goes off his shoulder and up into the glass.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Again, it goes back to the refs and the Tavares call, which really shouldn't have been a call. The more I see it, the more I'm like, that's really bad. I'd be mad if I was a Jets fan.
I hate the precedent.
The reaction to the play can't be what caused the penalty. It's got to be the action. So it goes back to if I slash Steve, if Steve does 40 cartwheels and then backflips into the stands and starts hitting somebody with a shoe, It doesn't really matter that all happened afterwards. I still slash Steve. Right? And that's it.
How do you implement an eye in the sky?
Oh, Drew's talking. He's got the FAQs about tripping in hockey. You guys ready?
Where'd you get this from?
I don't know, Drew. Where
No,
did
you got to provide the link.
Yeah.
Where are you getting this information from? Yeah, no.
No, I don't know if I trust it. Then. I want rule 37.2.
If it's not the NHL rule book, I'm not buying it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the NHL rule book on poke checks.
By the way, do people just have the NHL rule book on their computers?
I don't think it's difficult to access.
No, it's
I'm
online.
pretty sure.
I'm sure it is, but do they just
now
like how do you search it?
Scouting the Refs has it. There you go.
If you Google NHL rulebooks, it's the first PDF that pops up.
So here, I wanna say one final thing on all of this. Elliot Friedman on 32 Thoughts. He was talking about they'll have a video explaining why a suspension is a suspension.
Like internally?
No. Like they release it to the public with that cool graphic where they go high sticking history and or whatever.
With the most boring read ever.
I think it's intense. I love it. I always feel educated at the end of it. They should do that for high profile controversial calls so that we know the rules. So that like educate your audience, man.
But again, you're missing the point.
What?
The point is to remain in the shadows and keep it as gray as possible so that they don't have to be held to a standard.
Their point is wrong.
Okay, but that's the point they're trying to make, and they're making it well. If you think that's wrong, that's
point
one
is
thing, but you're not in control, and they are, and that's what they're doing.
The
right?
point is spend your time and money elsewhere.
No, which they know you won't do. Oh, no, you don't
Yeah,
like
they do.
it?
Adam, we're sickos.
I know, we do.
We're
love
the sicko 1%. Most people don't fucking care. And it's kind of a big problem.
Right.
It's underwatched, culturally irrelevant. The NHL is in crisis. The NHL is in the banging on doors and kiss babies campaign stage of being a sports league. They were voted out of office.
Do you think they know that?
I don't think they have a fucking clue. But they were voted out of office, and now they're trying to get back in. Right? The NFL is in office. The NBA is in office. MLS just won in a upset. You know, MLB, despite their best efforts to get kicked out at every opportunity, are still at least more relevant than the NHL. You need to explain your product to the public. Why was the Nylander goal called back? The Tavares one, I would love an explanation on that. And I'd love them to be like, you know what? The wrong call was made here, or the right call was made here, or here's why we arrived at this call. Here's why Saros was called for tripping on Stützle. Even if it's written in plain English in the rule book, there was obviously some confusion here. And the Ridley Greig one, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. Something like the 2-minute report that the NBA has, at least sometimes the NBA is willing to admit like, hey, these fouls occurred in the last 2 minutes and they weren't called or they were called, you know? Something like that would be nice.
Yeah.
The NHL.
Yeah.
And they completely ignore the conversation. Like, I know it's Twitter and you can't go by everything that's on Twitter, but fans are like, wait, this Mike Matheson play is comparable to this Tim Stützle play. What is the difference? Have one of the people on your staff go, here's the difference. It wouldn't take you, Drew, how long would it take us if they gave us access to one of those people to make that video? Half a day?
Yeah.
We could shoot it in the morning and have it up by dinner? Yeah. Like, how hard is that? How hard is that? Care about your product. Care about the league. Care about the sport. Try to make some fucking money. How about that? Like, let me speak in your language. Try to make some fucking money. Holy shit.
Well, okay. To that point,
Yeah.
I asked several people today who should know, because we're going to do an all-star draft here in a second, what the all-star draft, is it going to be a snake draft like what we do in fantasy football? Or will it be just a straight-ahead draft like the NHL does at the NHL draft? And nobody could give me an answer.
I've heard from someone involved in the All-Star game that they're not thrilled with the level of preparedness and professionalism with this event.
So they don't know right now, or at least we don't know. They might, but no one's been communicated.
Yeah.
So with that said, and going into this,
Let's get into tripping.
you want to get into tripping?
Yeah, I have the NHL rulebook.
Okay.
There's also a lot of rules that we could just sit here and read the rulebook for an hour.
Man, it'd be like going on Twitter.
Wait, you don't know Rule 57.1, 2, and 3?
57.1 tripping. A player shall not place the stick, knee, foot, arm, hand, or elbow in such a manner that causes his opponent to fall or trip.
I've
to
never
trip or
seen
fall.
an elbow called a trip, but I would love to see it.
This is the important part of 57.1. Accidental trips, which occur simultaneously with a completed play, will not be penalized. Accidental trips occurring simultaneously with or after a stoppage of play will not be penalized.
So he's poking the puck off of Stützle's stick, which is allowed.
I would consider a poke check by the goalie a completed play.
What am I missing? Like, what did I miss?
What's
said they
the
got rid of
other
it.
side? What's the other argument, Drew?
If it doesn't matter, if you hit the puck and complete play, you tripped him.
Yeah, but
If you're trying to gain possession, I agree with you, but he's not trying to gain possession. He's strictly trying to just impede him.
That's what a goalie's
he
job
was
is
trying
to
to
do.
make a save, and he did. My whole thing with that Juuse Saros thing is he made the save before the trip occurred. So is that not the play that the goalie is making?
If they count it as a save, I agree with you. But I bet you they didn't even count that as a shot or a save.
I don't know.
No, but like, okay, so if I am a defender and I poke the puck off of your stick, the attacking player, and then you trip over my stick,
It's a penalty.
No,
What
I
if
would
I
consider that
then-
a completed play.
Mhm.
what if
No, because you have to.
I
gain
poke it
possession
off
for
your
it not to
stick,
count.
it's then on my blade,
Yeah.
And then you fall.
and then you fall?
Then you have possession, so it's not considered touching the puck first. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So
but it doesn't specify any of that. Like,
I
Like,
have the
Drew,
ref says it does.
I don't have a problem with that explanation, but it's not written
but
there. in
I'm reading
57.
like
I know. I don't even know if that's the 2014 rule book.
this is the 2023-2024 NHL rulebook from NHL.com. I'm reading the official rulebook. It does not say anything about poke checks or nuance or anything. It just says a completed play. This
Did
is
you
my-
check Rule 97?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, Jesse?
The scout and the refs and hockey news both have it. If you touch the puck, it doesn't matter anymore.
I'm reading the rulebook.
What about Rule 104.5? Jump F.
Maybe this is the NHL's fault for not having a proper rule book.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
Official,
Definitely.
Drew, if you want to bring it up, like this is the official rulebook of the National Hockey League. It's available online.
And it's done.
That's tripping.
Tripping was 3 parts and it's done.
Can you search
There's
by...
no explanation of the play we just saw.
Are you able to search by keyword?
Yeah, I can do whatever you want.
Well, that's cool.
What do you need?
No, I just want to know how to do it. Search a PDF. By
What rule, Steve? What rule do you want to look up?
Oh,
no,
God.
let's not. Can we just get to
I've
this draft?
decided I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I cared for the amount of time that I cared. I hate it now.
I'm just upset at how little information there is in the official rulebook on tripping. The next things are penalty shot, awarded goal, fines and suspensions. That's minor penalty shot. And yeah, that's it. There's just nothing else on tripping.
Now, what we do have is the All-Star draft, which I am very excited for. Now, the last time we did this, they were like, oh no, we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings again, even though everybody liked it. And Phil Kessel was drafted last, and it was hilarious, and everybody loved it, and it was funny. And they're like, no, let's not hurt anyone's feelings. So they haven't done it for almost 10 years, and here we are doing it again. There is a lot going into this year's NHL All-Star game that they are trying out. And the reason they're trying it out is because the format's been dead for a really, really long time. Locally, it's always a fun event, but after the skills competition's over, the game is fun, but it's for kids. And it really doesn't do well in the viewership scale. Where
Everyone's hungover.
Like, listen, the NBA scores a ton too. Like, it's usually like 175 to 150. Like, that's what the scores are. They're crazy. No one plays defense.
I mean, that was just a regular season game this past week.
Yes, true. But this year, they do have a chance to kind of get into it, because I'm looking at the ages just of the players: 27, 26, 30, 26, 29, 24, 26, 30, 24, 26, 36, that's Crosby, 30, that's Kucherov, 26, 27. These are all guys in the prime of their career. The NHL All-Star game in the past could be faulted for picking guys that just didn't belong, right? Guys that was like, yeah, you're a legend, but you know, So at very least, I think they've got the selection process a little bit better than they used to.
Some of the hangovers for the day of the All-Star game, I think you'll be able to hear as the players walk
100%.
by. Like you'll be able to hear the heartbeat in their head.
Now, there are 4 teams that will be drafting. Team Matthews, Team McDavid, Team Hughes, and Team McKinnon. On Team Matthews got Austin Matthews. What a shock. And Morgan Riley. At Team McDavid, Connor McDavid. What a shock. And Leon Draisaitl. Team Hughes are the Hughes brothers, Jack and Quinn. And then Team McKinnon, Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar. Great start on all the teams. Now,
Great start.
We're going to do a mock draft. We're not going to draft the way we think that they'll draft. We're going to draft how we draft it.
Hell yeah.
Steve Dangle will be Team Matthews. That's with Matthews and Riley.
Best
Jesse
one.
Blake will do Team McDavid. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. I will do Team Hughes because I'm a huge Devils fan and I love the way Quinn Hughes plays defense. And producer Drew obviously gets the Avalanche because of course.
Worst one.
And now producer Drew said already, he's like, Steve's got the worst team to start.
Nuh-uh.
He said of the pairs, Matthews Riley is the worst of the pairs.
Riley is better than Makar, and Matthews is better than McKinnon, and I've always said that.
You've always believed it.
I've always believed it.
That's when you go viral the most, is when you're out there saying Matthews is better than McKinnon.
Always. Clip that.
Now, what do we want to do today, guys? Do we want to do a snake draft, or do we want to do a draft like it's like draft picks?
I'd say snake.
You want to do snake?
I think that makes the most sense.
It's more fun that way.
It's more fair.
Oh, all right.
For sure.
All right. So Jesse Blake. Actually, Steve Dangle is the one that's going to kick us off. Now, Steve, you and I can share a computer.
Oh, I was like,
I
don't know all the players.
By the way, there are only 4 defensemen going to the All-Star game. By the way, there are more goalies going to the All-Star game than there are defensemen. 3 of the defensemen have been assigned. Steve's got Morgan Riley. I've got Quinn Hughes. Producer Drew has Cale Makar. Jesse is the only one without a defenseman. So if he does not draft Rasmus Dahlin at some point, Jesse Blake will be defenseless.
I'm McDavid. Oh, I have McDavid and Draisaitl?
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet team.
Oh, shit.
So Steven, which player would you like to select first, since it's a snake draft?
Oh, baby. Okay.
I hate, by the way, that Jesse is going to be able to draft second with McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. That seems unfair.
Yeah, this seems unfair.
I also added that we needed to pick a goalie once every 4 rounds, so that we can't have everyone has the last pick goalie.
Why not?
I feel like that's weird to have goalies be the last 2 picks for everybody. I feel like it's more fun.
I feel like you shouldn't make up rules on the spot.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you, the NHL?
All right.
Yeah, especially because goalies suck in the All-Star game.
Okay. With the first overall pick,
Okay.
don't work harder, work smarter. The Leafs need to get better. And while everyone is Turks and Caicos and Jamaica, and they're having a great old time chilling on their All-Star break, the Leafs are just going to be having a practice. And they're just going to be practicing 3-on-3. So my first pick is going to be William Nylander.
Wow. Okay.
They're just going to practice.
So Drew, are you filling that in?
Yep.
Okay. Drew's going to fill that in. We have a sheet. Now next up is Jesse Blake. Team McDavid, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. How does Jesse Blake augment this team?
Sam Reinhart is the Panthers representative?
Yes.
He's had a sneaky good season.
And a great year. He's second in goals.
Sneaky good.
Yeah. I was just looking for Matthew.
That's a joke, everyone. He's got nearly 40 goals.
Yeah, I was just looking for Matthew.
So unfair to call it sneaky.
That's all right. If I can't go Matthew Tkachuk, I'm going to go with the one and only former Hart Trophy winner, possibly future Hart Trophy winner, Nikita Kucherov.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Great pick.
It's a good pick.
Thank you.
Now, for me, since I already have the Hughes, I've got a great defenseman. I got a great centerman. I need a good, strong winger. Okay? I need the best winger in the league for my money.
Whoa.
I need David freaking Pastrnak.
Ah!
Yeah.
I thought about him.
Got to have David Pastrnak. 41 games, 25 goals, 32 assists. He's outrageous. Outrageous player. Ready. He's
There
ahead
it
of
is.
McDavid, I think.
There it is.
Okay.
He's a very good player.
Drew, you get 2 picks in a row here because it's a snake draft.
So I get back to back. That's what I was saying. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm going to go with, first off, Nathan McKinnon's neighbor, Sidney Crosby. I got to go.
Oh,
I knew it.
That makes
yeah.
sense. That makes
I
sense.
knew it.
Yeah.
Got to go with both. And then to add some speed to the second line, I'm going Kirill the Thrill. Give me Kaprizov.
Oh.
How's that hip?
It doesn't matter. It's 3-on-3.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
All-Star. That's fair.
Drew, I have them here if you want to bring them up. There you go.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So that goes back to,
Adam,
and now
you're
it goes
up.
back to me.
Isn't Kaprizov with a Z?
Oh, yeah. I definitely just typed it in very sloppily.
Oh, I thought that was Drew. I thought he was just disrespecting the Wild. He hates them.
Now, I want to pick a player that has almost the identical stats as the player I just picked, only this one's a centerman, and he's going to center my second line, although any line this guy's on, he should be the first line center.
Who's that?
Of the Vancouver Canucks, Mr. Elias Pettersson.
Whoa! I thought you were going to pick JT Miller for a sec.
Now, he has been playing wing because I think JT Miller's been playing center.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the All-Star game.
cares?
Pettersson, baby.
All right. I still like my team the best.
Let me take a look here.
What was that laugh?
Just laughing. It's,
Huh? Yeah?
At least it's not playoffs, right?
Hey,
All-Star.
Steve,
Whoa!
why don't we do an entire hour on defensemen that are better than Makar?
I think we should.
What do you mean an hour? We could fill like 3 days.
Yeah,
worth
we
of
could do an
content
entire
with that.
series.
How many guys are there in the NHL, Steve? You would know that. You've done some numbers.
Like currently,
Yeah.
something like 800.
So there's about 790 that are better than McCaw.
Yeah.
I think we could start with Simone Benoit and work our way down.
I think Cale Makar could play left-handed better than anyone on the Leafs could play other properly.
Wow. The hater. The hater.
They play left-handed.
I'm Scott Malkinson. I play left-handed.
Give me Mitch Marner.
Oh, good pick. Good
Yeah.
pick.
Give me Mitch Marner.
Why are you booing him?
Because
He's a Leaf.
Jesse's team isn't my team, so boo.
Okay. All right.
I'm so winning.
So, and also he took a leaf from me, and I have my team full.
Yeah,
of
you were
leaves.
trying to complete the sport,
Yeah.
weren't you?
How dare you?
So what are you going to do?
Well, I need to see the list, Adam.
Oh, I'm sorry. You need to say the list. Go ahead.
That's all
please.
right. Also, I don't know where that laugh came from. That was terrifying. Like,
Adam's team is pretty good. Same with we all have really good teams as all-stars. What am I talking about?
oh man,
Now, this is what I want to do.
Tom Wilson.
I wish we could just easily run it through a simulator. That's something EA I want them to add. Just easily run that through a simulator.
Oliver Bjorkstrand, Boone Jenner. Who do I pick, guys?
I think you go with 1 goal in his last 20 games, Lindholm.
Oh, you could have
Hey.
been talking about Nylander.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Since he signed that contract. You know what?
We need a clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we do it like a minute
I'm
or less?
gonna start.
Connor Hellebuck.
Hey,
Okay.
my goalie, you dick.
I took your goal.
Wow.
Oh.
Can't
Goalie.
believe
I already
him.
know who my next pick is.
All right. Jesse, Steve, you do too.
Oh yeah, Steve, back to
Oh,
draft.
okay. So wait, who has the next pick?
me,
Oh, Jesse.
Jesse.
Jesse? Cool. I have Rasmus Dahlin.
I don't think Jesse was going to pick a defenseman.
I wasn't gonna pick Darlene.
Ah,
boo.
Yeah,
I like
we
that.
just did that. Yeah.
I like that.
I just wanted to have 2D.
I want JT Miller.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my guy.
Oh, he can play D.
Yeah.
Penalty killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you making fun of him?
No.
One
Why
of the
would
best
you think I
penalty
would?
killers in the game.
Yeah.
There's a stinge of Toronto on that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
And
Toronto
as
stank there.
a honorary Vancouverite, I take offense to that.
Mm-hmm.
You're an honorary Hughes.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, no. Do you have the Hughes?
No, Adam does.
Oh, Adam does.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
then never mind.
Yeah.
Adam,
What?
you got.
Where did this come from?
Well, if I can't have JT Miller, I am taking Brock Besser. Brock
There
Besser's
you
having a
go.
great year. I need the goals. He's got 27 of them.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know.
Steve doesn't know anything that's west of Toronto.
Right.
No, I just, Adam, you pronounced it funny.
Oh, what should I call him?
What'd you call him?
Brock Besser?
No, it's Brock
Okay, sorry.
Besser.
I don't know if I could do it quite on those terms.
You got to do it like Paul Heyman.
Producer Drew, you have 2 picks in a row.
Yeah, so I'm going to go goaltender here. Give
Mhm.
me Thatcher Demko.
Okay. I got made fun of for making that pick at Christmas, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, and then I'm going to go the guy who's going to win the Rock Richard. Give me Sam Reinhart.
Boo. All right. Fine.
I'm not going to be mad when he wins the Rocket. I'm going to be mad when he signs for $7 million.
8.5.
8.5. Maybe. Yeah, Scheifele.
Head in your own boat, Steven. Head in your own boat.
No.
My next pick. This player is spectacular always, all the time. And I think the only thing that's held him back from being one of the greatest players of a generation is too many injuries. But he's healthy this year. He's playing outrageously well for a team that is overperforming. Philip Forsberg of the Nashville Predators.
Oh, so underrated.
Delicious. Love Philip Forsberg.
So underrated.
He's so good.
Lausanne's not in the team?
What's that?
What? No, Forsberg's good. That's good. I like.
Oh, wow. It's just good?
Yeah.
Is it just okay, Steve?
Could be better, but you know.
Jesse Blake, your next pick, my friend.
This is an easy one. I thought Adam was going to steal him. I want Kyle Connor.
Oh,
I like Kyle. You know what? He was going to be my other pick, but I like Forsberg better.
You called him one of the greatest players of this generation.
He should be.
You definitely like him a lot.
Forsberg fucking rules, man.
It's the mustache.
Preds fans know.
That's mustache privilege.
Okay, Steven, you've got 2 in a row.
Steve,
All
you're
right.
up on the turn.
Adam, I would love to see that.
Oh, you
listicle.
need to see the list.
I would. I'm
Sorry.
First time. All right. I mean, it's between Frank Vetrano and Tom Wilson.
Yeah, Tom Wilson with 19 points. He's the Capitals representative.
Ooh, I think. No, there's got to be a better player available. There's got to be. I know you want there to be a clock, and I don't care. You know what? This guy, because you guys are like such Toronto people, even Drew, like you live in the greater Toronto area, you don't know how good this player is because of your Toronto bias. And I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
I'm sick of your Toronto bias.
Give it to me.
I want Clayton Keller
Oh,
Yeah, that's nice.
because he's sick,
good pick.
wicked, and nasty.
Wicked and nasty.
Oh, I get 2 picks.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're up
hot
at
damn.
the turn.
Uh,
Round number 5, everybody.
You know what? The Leafs, by design, I have the most Leafs. Jesse has Mitch Marner. I had the most Leafs. The Leafs, by design, hate the Sens. So I'm going to pick someone else who does. Give me Alex DeBrincat.
Literally, your team is everybody in Ottawa is like, they hate you. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
They just hate us.
Yeah, okay.
And Connor Hellebuyck.
Now, Jesse, you've got some really interesting choices on the board. Still up here, we've got Boone Jenner, we've got Sebastian Aho, Suzuki, Barzal, Trocheck, Kachuk, Konechny, Wilson, Vetrano, Lindholm, less exciting, Hurdle, Robert Thomas, Bjorkstrand, and some goalies. What do we got?
You love taking shots at Calgary.
I mean, they did have to send somebody. But don't worry, they're keeping everybody because it's going well.
Yeah, and also a lottery team wants one of their top trade chips.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm taking Brady Kachuk.
Ah, that was going to be mine.
Yeah, that's an easy pick.
That was going to be mine.
I thought
Adam.
about him, but DeBrincat was funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I wanted to bring it on my team. That was you stole my pick.
I don't think you made the wrong call, either of you.
Yeah.
Um,
Adam, you're up.
you know, I got to pick this player, and Carolina fans are just chomping at the bit. How is he still on the board? Sorry, Drew.
It's a great
Sebastian Aho, obviously.
Yeah, good
Outstanding. You put him anywhere. I want to see him and Pettersson just setting each other up all day. It'd be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. All right, so yeah, Sebastian Aho.
I'm really interested to see if we land on the same last pick as the players, because I don't know if they're necessarily going to pick like the least performing player or anything. They might just pick the guy who's going to take it the best.
Yeah, or who brings the lulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or who can like Tom Wilson might go last because we know he can handle.
Oh, he could be hilarious.
You know?
Plus, I love that they send him because he's from Scarborough. Like, I know we're giving him shit, but like, this is a Toronto All-Star game. It's nice that he's here.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So,
Or like Crosby. Crosby be a funny last pick, you know?
That would be a funny
Yeah,
last.
I feel
sorry,
like
loser.
I feel like they're gonna do if hopefully, like God willing, these guys have some sort of personality on the stage. They do something fun like that, like Crosby goes last.
right.
There's no chance McKinnon doesn't take Crosby if he's there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
But
right.
it'd be like nice if McKinnon got
I
the
agree
last
with
pick
you.
and he
I
got
agree with
Crosby.
you. I agree
That'd be
with
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Drew, you're up.
So I'm going to go with probably the most underrated player on this list. That's Travis Konechny.
He's great
He's really good.
and a total bastard.
I'd rather have Dermott though.
And then I'm going to stack my goaltenders and give me Jeremy Swayman.
Oh, sneaky,
Mhm.
sneaky Vezina candidate.
Now I've got there's some talent left on the board at goaltender, but it's the All-Star game, so I don't really care too much. There are 2 guys I'm going back and forth on. Okay, one of them is I'm going to say them both. One of them is a personal favorite who I love, who I wish was on the Leafs, is Vinny Trocheck. I love Vincent Trocheck.
Ooh.
The other one is a St. Louis Blues player that I really like too, Robert Thomas. And it's difficult to know I feel like if because I'm drafting to win here. I'm drafting to win.
And I've met Robert Thomas. Adam, I know why you picked him.
Why did I pick?
The dude's got a big dome.
Oh, he's got a. Does he have a big head?
That dude's got a big head.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So I against my better judgment, I would and want to take Trocheck. I think I got to take Robert Thomas because I think he's going to want to go in there and show off.
It's a smooth pick.
Yeah, I'm taking
Hey!
Robert Thomas. Hey.
Whoa!
There
was a song.
Robert Thomas, baby.
Fuck, I'm glad. Man, no one's ever thought of that. That was really good. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Or is it Drew's?
No, it's my turn. It's very
Oh,
much,
right. Sorry, Jesse. Yeah.
very much my turn. I haven't really taken a look at who I want, so give me a second.
Oh man, we need a clock.
I had
where's the
three
clock?
guesses.
Ooh,
Jesse.
boring.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys off the board. It's getting a little tight.
Getting a little thin.
Yeah, we're squeezing the numbers here.
Did someone take Tkachuk?
Tkachuk?
Who was it who said Tkachuk? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
Wasn't it the guy who plays the parrot in Aladdin in that cameo? Gilbert Godfrey. Gilbert Godfrey.
Yeah, Gilbert Godfrey. Tkachuk!
Adam,
Jesse.
you were right on the Trocheck pick, so
Ah,
I'm going to take him next.
I love him.
I was going through and I'm like, yeah, that's the best guy left on the board.
That's the center I want the Leafs to get when it's time for Tavares to move to the wing. I love Vinny Trocheck.
Ooh.
Steve, you're up. You got 2 picks.
All right, Adam.
No,
Give me that.
there's
damn
some good
computer.
players still on that board, man. Like,
All right. Well, I don't need a goalie.
Mhm.
Well, I guess we get 2 goalies each. I don't care, though. Nick Suzuki could go with the Leaf fan. Boone Jenner could go with the Leaf fan. Matt Barzal, no. Tom Wilson could go with the Leaf fan. Okay. I'm going to make 2 picks because they're funny to me.
which Leaf fan will you pick?
First, you know what? We need a good locker room. The All-Star Game's all about vibes.
You got to pick him. Do it.
Shout out RMNB. Tom Wilson.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Scarborough's own.
And so now what does my team have? We got the best goalie in the league.
Mhm.
We got the best goal scorer in the league.
Mhm.
We got the best defender in the league, way better than Makar.
Mm-hmm.
We got toughest guy in the league, way tougher than Ryan Reeves. We got grit, goal scoring, defense. We're the only team with 2 defenders. We got vibes. This team's only lacking one thing.
What is it?
The truth. Give me Thomas Hertl
Oh.
of the San Jose Sharks. I need him to complete the set,
I like
complete
that.
my team.
It's a good pick.
The truth is out there, and it's flying from Northern California to Toronto right now.
Recapping Jesse's team before he drafts, and I'm going to give Jesse a little time here to pick.
Sure.
McDavid, Draisaitl, Kucherov, Marner, Miller, Kyle Connor, Brady Tkachuk, and Vinny Trocheck.
Yeah, and then add on Jake Ottinger to that.
That was going to be my pick.
Give me the Otter.
All right, fine. If Drew doesn't pick Georgiev, I'm going to be upset.
I already got 2 goalies.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not picking a guy with a below 900 save percentage.
Pick 3 goalies.
Whoa.
3.
Pick 3 goalies. Have one play out.
Does anyone not have any goalies?
I think we all got a goalie.
No, I don't have a goalie.
Adam doesn't have
Okay,
a goalie.
let's screw up.
Because I don't care. Matt Barzal.
Doesn't Drew get 2 picks?
Yeah, he does, but I picked
Next,
before
yeah,
him.
he needs to. Adam needs to
Oh,
pick.
shit.
Matt Barzal. And the reason I go Matt Barzal is I don't care about goaltending in the All-Star game. And Matt Barzal, if he wasn't playing on the Islanders, would be getting like 20, 30% more points. You know that. Everybody knows that. That guy is way better than what he's shown.
What does that take from half a decade ago?
Stop it. You know that.
Drew, you got 2 picks here.
So my first one's going to be who me and Steve saw getting Chick-fil-A before our flight home from Vegas, the Red Eye, and that is Nick Suzuki.
Oh,
We
good
did
pick.
see that.
Did you really?
Yeah, we did. I forgot about
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
Yeah.
And then my second one will be future Colorado Avalanche second line center Elias Lindholm.
Oh. Do you think they're going to get him?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to cost like a 6th round pick the way he's playing, so probably.
Yeah, he's spending money, eh? Like,
Oh yeah,
he's got a
lot.
Deals up.
spending a fortune.
A lot of money.
Him and Tyler Bertuzzi are going to sign for league min next year and win a cup
I hate it.
in Toronto.
I think it's interesting that of all the
Intro,
guys
yeah.
that Calgary talks about saying, "Oh, we want to keep this guy," his name never really has it. Like, it's not made the headlines.
No,
It's
they
always-
just go with whoever is hottest at the time, and they can't talk about him, so they moved on to Tanev.
I got it. Drew, who's your second pick?
I
He already did it.
Oh, you already
Lindholm
made
and
it. Oh,
Suzuki.
so it's
You're
me
up.
again.
Yeah, you're up, Adam.
Okay, now I have to pick goaltending because you have to have two, right?
Yes.
So my first pick, even though the numbers don't really support it, I'm picking him because he's Jesse's other favorite goalie, and that's Igor Shesterkin. Big believer, lover of Igor, 28 years old. Not only a 901 save percentage this year.
Some say Quick has been better.
Jonathan Quick, yeah,
Whoa.
has been holding down the fort. It's been great.
That is a surprise. Jonathan Quick, who couldn't draw into games for Vegas last year very much. And yeah, anyway.
Some say people are too quick to judge.
Aha.
Hey.
Aha.
Oh.
All right.
The Rangers might be in need of a bit of a shakeup.
Go ahead,
They're,
Jesse. What are you doing?
They're a little stale here. I think I'm going to go with Sergei Bobrovsky. I'm looking at the other goalies on the board. Not going to take Georgiev. Going to leave that. Cam Talbot. I want Sergei Bobrovsky.
I like that.
You're off the
Georg-
case, Bobrovsky.
Georgiev and Talbot are all-stars, eh?
Well, Talbot's been great, though.
Recently?
Not recently, but
Uh.
it's not the All-Star game. It's not like who's been good in the 2 weeks leading into the All-Star game.
No, I know. It's a little awkward because he was doing great,
Yeah.
and he has been poo.
Steve.
The whole team has been.
Oh, Steve, I got to send this to
You're
you.
up.
I think we're gonna make it the whole way through the draft without Adam remembering to give me his computer. You know what? I actually got a little birdie on my phone telling me this player is extremely hot in trade rumors.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna go for a pretty penny. A lot of teams out there want them, and I want them. Frank Vetrano.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Mm-hmm.
Is the birdie telling you that?
Birdie's telling me that.
Interesting. Okay.
Good tweet.
Don't you get 2 picks in a row here?
Yes, he
You
You
does.
need a goalie.
I need a goalie.
You have to
oh,
You have
goalie.
to take a goalie.
well, in that case, you know what? Cam Talbot had a really good start to the season.
Oh, I thought he was poo.
No, well, he's poo compared to this other guy who grew up a Steve Dangle fan, and I think that's really important.
Is that true?
Give me Alexander Georgiev.
He did not grow up with Steve Dangle.
I've told this story before.
Have you?
So Andre reached out to me one time.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Osachenko.
yeah, who the hell is
sorry.
Andre.
Andre
That's the
Osachenko?
Andre, right?
I caught myself.
Andre the
caught-
Giant?
Yes, and he asked me if I wanted a peanut, and I did. But I said, "Can I have more than one?"
Okay, so
Weird
who's Andre?
Andre Osachenko. We used to make KHL highlights together, and we had a YouTube series called "Joining the Rush,"
Mm-hmm.
where we talked about the KHL and the NHL and everything. And this 15-year-old kid from Bulgaria started a fan page for us on VK.com, and his name was Alexander Georgiev.
Is it the same one?
Wow.
Well, I asked Andre, I was like, have we ever gotten confirmation of that? And well, I've never met Alexander Georgiev, but maybe I can ask him.
that you should.
Someone's got credentials this week with
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
maybe
go.
I can interview him on the red carpet.
I'm sure there
Oh.
are other.
Oh, they're not doing that? They don't do that? Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Well,
Jesse, you got the next pick.
Oliver Borkstrand. Give me him.
Give me.
I kind of
Give me
wanted him
him.
to be the last pick since he didn't want to really be there in that video they put.
Oh yeah, they're like, oh, you can't go. That video was amazing. Great.
I think the Caribbean is a lot nicer than Toronto.
Yeah.
At this time of year.
You know what? They really should always have it in one place. Like
it's not very patriotic of you, Jesse.
The stars
this time
descend
of
on
year.
Vegas.
You know, the sun is very good. Adam, you're up.
Cam Talbot. You
have to.
I have to take him. But also, I'm happy to take him. I actually am glad that he's still there. It's probably his last All-Star game, and I don't know. He's probably gonna. I don't know if he has any like kids or whatever, but he's gonna want to bring some family and have some fun. So I think he's gonna show off. It'll be good.
And Drew, you have to take Boone Jenner.
The last pick probably went. Do they win a car tonight? Like or tomorrow night?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Like I know Kessel got a car.
Yeah.
He's pretty.
Well, there's $1 million on the board for one of them. For the
For
skills
the
comp.
skills.
Skills
yeah,
comp.
That's not the draft.
Yeah. So,
Steve's checked out.
Steve, do they get anything for being the last pick?
I was channeling my inner ref and I was scrolling. Twitter.
Kessel got the car.
Yeah.
So is there anybody if Boone Jenner is the last one picked? Is there anything that that Boone Jenner would get like Phil Kessel did?
A ticket out of Columbus.
I hope so. I wonder if he's a guy that they would look at moving if they're gonna, the next management group, because he's a really valuable player.
I mean, if they want to be nice to him.
Yeah. 670 or 690 something games.
What's the worst organization to be a part of in the NHL right now?
Currently?
It's got to be them.
It's got to be
Yeah,
them.
100%.
Yeah.
Gotta be
100%.
They stole the mantle from the Blackhawks this year.
Yeah. Like, who's worse?
They're-
Everyone's having a bad time.
They are.
Get
They
me
are.
out of here.
Now let me run you through the teams, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So Team Matthews, which is Steve Dangle.
The best one.
You got Matthews, you got Riley, you got Nylander, you got Connor Hellebuck, Rasmus Dahlin, Clayton Keller, Alex DeBrincat. There's a lot of high flying here. Thomas Wilson, Thomas Hurdle, Frank Vetrano, and Alexander Georgiev, fan of Steve, apparently.
And to be clear, the only reason I picked Hellebuck is Samsonov wasn't available.
Jesse Blake's team, which is Team McDavid, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Nikita Kucherov, Mitch Marner. That's a scary 4. Wow. JT Miller, that's a scary 5. Kyle Connor, Brady Tkachuk, Vinny Trocheck, Otter, Bobrovsky, Bjorkstrand.
So much playmaking.
No defenseman.
Yeah.
No defenseman.
Pass the puck.
Oh, no. How are we going to score?
All right, Adam
How are
Wild.
we going to defend?
The Hughes brothers. I'm Team Hughes, so I've got Quinn and Jack. Sorry, Luke, you're out. Pasternak, Pedersen, Besser, Forsberg, Aho, Rob Thomas, so smooth. Matt Barzal, Igor Shesterkin, and Cam Talbot.
Too many right-handed shots.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And then producer Drew, Team McKinnon. He's got McKinnon. He's got whatever that guy's name is, Macker. Crosby, Kaprizov, Demko, Reinhart, Konechny, Swayman, Suzuki, Lindholm, and Jenner. It's pretty good. Now, who do you think? I actually don't know how to even rate this, but who's got the best team?
Yeah, I don't know. Like
Jesse's the favorite. Vegas
Jesse's got to be the favorite.
I got to be.
With the speed.
I got McDavid, Draisaitl, Kucherov, Marner.
And Connor.
And Kyle Connor, Brady Tkachuk, Vincent Trocheck. Like, I got to be the favorite.
Here's the question, though, because it's like, okay, who's going to win on the NHL ice? I think you would absolutely be the favorite. But who's going to bring it for the All-Star game? Like, I know McDavid's going to bring it, but how committed?
So Jesse low-key made the best pick of the draft, and I wonder if any of you know what it is.
I don't believe I do.
What is it?
There are some players who rise to the occasion, and there are others who rise to the extremely specific occasion. The All-Star game is going to be in the afternoon in Scotiabank Arena in a building full of screaming children.
Oh, yep.
Mitch Marner is going to go off for 10 points.
Oh, you're so right.
This guy.
This
guy knows
right.
his Leafs.
I sure do.
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
Mitch Marner is
Okay.
going to go off for 10 friggin' points.
Oh, yeah.
Good pick.
I should have picked him over Willie.
You think?
Obviously.
Just for the All-Star.
Yeah. For this game specifically, probably.
Yeah, that and he's played hockey over the last 2 weeks.
I want to throw this online and see whose team gets the most votes. Because
Yeah, we should put together a graphic and then we'll put it up on Instagram.
you doing that, Drew?
Twitter and-
Oh, Drew's pointing to himself. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Now, we have time for questions if we want to, but tomorrow's episode, because unless there's some crazy story that breaks, we're going to do mostly questions tomorrow's episode because we've got 2 other shows happening this week already.
Save it.
Save it. You want to save it?
Sure.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave it there, and then we're coming back tomorrow. Get your questions in. There's many ways to do it. Jesse Blake, how do you do it?
Mainly on our Discord is where I usually take questions. You go to sdpn.ca. You can join us on Discord, join our Discord server there. But I will also tweet out hey, send me questions for the SDP in the morning. I'll do that tomorrow morning, and then you can reply and send us questions there on Twitter.
Beautiful.
So yeah, either one of those is cool.
All right, so we're
Send us
doing them.
DMs on Instagram. That's cool. Slide in.
That's
Send
cool.
us TikTok replies. Stitch our TikToks with your questions. What else you want?
Oh,
You wanna-
yo, I actually would like that.
Yeah,
That'd
if you
be cool.
did that,
We could run the video.
If you did that, we'd run it. If you start an OnlyFans and then we have to buy it just to see what questions you want to ask us, definitely do that. we will contribute in that manner.
Are
if
we
you start a
committed to
Netflix
that?
series and the doc is about how you watch the Steve Dangle podcast, we'll definitely watch and reply to questions. What else you want?
The TikTok where Adam screwed up the soccer thing.
I don't want to know.
Is it
I don't want to know.
It's starting.
It's going. Yeah.
And you know what?
Hell
Tell you
yeah.
what? Repost.
Now it's going. Okay. Well, I'm dead. Turning off my notifications today, hiding under a rock. Let's go. So yeah, we'll be back tomorrow, and then don't forget All-Star game. We got Thursday, we got Friday. We got Friday, Saturday, and then Saturday night. All the tickets available in the description of either this video or wherever you get your podcasts.
The Steve Dangle Podcast. Follow the guys on Twitter at Steve_Dangle, at Adam WYLDE, and at Jesse Blake. Connection complete.